All right, guys, thanks for joining us tonight. This is Team Arise's Coach Opportunity Call, where I'm just going to kind of explain to you all like how I started this crazy business called Beachbody, what it's all about, what our team's about, what Beachbody came to be, and where it's going to be going, and how you can obviously join us and make an income of your own. So if you don't know me, my name is Rose. I first started Beachbody about 2.5 years ago. My full-time job, I'm an athletic trainer. So I work at a high school. I work Monday through Saturday. Before I started Beachbody, I was still working out. I was kind of doing that treadmill. I was lifting weights. And you would think like an athletic trainer would be athletic, but I wasn't. I gained a lot of weight. I was just very unhealthy. I had late nights for work with football games and wrestling matches. So pretty much when I got home, I pigged out and kind of ate whatever was in the fridge. So there was a point where I was at a friend's house for a Super Bowl game, and there was just like crap to eat. Chicken nuggets, nachos, and those pretzels that you dip in the sauce and all that fun, yummy stuff. But it literally like made my stomach sick after eating all that. But besides that, I was sitting down in one of those high bar stool chairs, and my pants were so tight. I had that muffin top, and I looked down. I was like, oh my God, people can see me. And that was my big like aha moment where I was just embarrassed. Like I was like, like this is not who I wanted to be. So that was when I knew I needed to make a change. So I remember my brother telling me about this program called Insanity, and it was like 30 minutes. He did it at home with a DVD, and he got really great results. And I was like, Insanity kind of seems insane, but what do I have to lose? I needed something that I could do really quick at home. At the time, I lived in a condo with like a 5x5 living room, so you can pretty much do these workouts anywhere. So I said, you know what the hell, let me do it. So I went on Amazon and actually got the DVD. I did the program, it's a 2-month program, and I lost 60 pounds. I lost 30 pounds, not 60. I lost 30 pounds in the 60 days. And for me being an athletic trainer, I'm like, I can't believe I got like in the best shape of my life with a workout DVD in my living room in my condo on the second floor. It blew my mind because I always thought like you needed to be in the gym, like you needed to run like 5 miles, and you needed to like take like crazy like hormones and all that kind of stuff to like really like be physically like buff. But you don't. So after I saw the results, that's actually when I went on to teambeachbody.com and I got a free coach. So anybody that signs up for a free membership, you instantly get a free coach. Because Beachbody wants you to be supported. They don't want you to buy a product and have it just sit on the shelves, which I'm sure there's many people, that have gotten something and never even opened it. But when you have a coach saying, hey, like you want to join my challenge group, or somebody that's just there supporting you and motivating you and seeing if you have any questions about it. So I wanted to just get my free coach because I wanted something else that I can do to continue my health journey, because in high school I played varsity soccer like all my 4 years, and I was always kind of like, I think I started soccer when I was 4, so I was always kind of like in activities. But like I said, when I got to my full-time job, that kind of stopped. So when I was in high school, I always did those crazy yo-yo diets. I took like those ephedra pills, which like really messed up my stomach really bad. So I was, even in college, I was just up and down. And that is just so unhealthy. And I know that stuff. So I didn't want that to happen again, where I lost 30 pounds and I didn't want to gain it back plus more, because that's usually what happens. So I asked her, like, what could I do going forward? And she recommended I do another program called Turbo Fire, and that's what this girl here in the PowerPoint, Shailene Johnson, if you don't know her, she's one of the Beachbody celebrity trainers. And she said, you know what? You would actually make a really great coach yourself. And I was like, lady, you are crazy. I don't know you. Why should I trust you? But it kind of like hit on me that I needed something else that was gonna light a fire, because why I loved athletic training, it was just wearing on me. The late nights and missing holidays and just not being appreciated. I don't know if any of you are teachers or work in a school district. People are mean, parents are mean, kids aren't, nobody's really thankful for what you do. So I wasn't really feeling any appreciation. And, I'm 30 years old and I have to do this until I'm 65 and hoping I can retire with a pension. Like, I just couldn't see myself getting there. I'm already almost burnt out. So I thought, Beachbody would be one of those things that would literally like save me. So I just went for it. I said, you know what, this might be a great opportunity. And it has been. So it's been 2.5 years and I've grown a huge team, Team Arise. We have about 680 coaches. So it started with just me and now there's 680 of us. So it's pretty cool. So that's a little bit about me. So let's get into actually what Beachbody is. So Beachbody was founded in 1998 by John Condon and Carl Daikeler. They first just started off with P90X on the infomercials, which I'm sure you've seen. And I'm sure you know of somebody that knew somebody that got amazing results with P90X. So what happened, like back in the day, they had those chat forums online where people would just like talk in those chat rooms. So that's what they kind of saw with P90X is people would kind of help and motivate and support each other and say, oh, what are you eating? Or when are you doing your workouts? What are you eating after you work out? All those kind of questions, people were helping each other. So they thought instead of putting P90X at the shelves at Walmart or Target, why don't we make this where the people that are getting results are coaching the new people and they're the ones that are making the money. So that's where the network comes into play. So we didn't just have the network. So coaching didn't come first. It was actually the products came first. And then the network of coaches was formed because Beachbody kind of has that whole mentality of we have the fitness part down. We have the nutrition part down with Shakeology, which I'll go over in a bit. And then we have the support. So people have that community of support that they can kind of rely on. So the structure of Beachbody doesn't just go off of selling things, because I will never say I'm a salesperson. I am not. I help people get healthy and fit, and I help people earn an income. I help people see, a brighter future for their lives. I help people, get to reach those big, scary goals like going on vacations and moving to the beach or leaving your full-time job. So if I don't help the people that I bring into this business, I'm not going to be successful, and I want them to be successful. And that's how I'll be successful too. So you can see, P90X was just the first. And as we kind of go on, there's Insanity and Turbo Fire, and the big thing now is the 21-day fix, and now we have the 3-day refresh. There are so many awesome things that Beachbody came out with and is coming out with in July. Shaun T has a new dance workout coming. It's called Size, and we have new performance vitamins coming out in July too, so that's going to be really awesome. Believe it or not, my mom actually does Beachbody. When I first started, I signed her up as a coach because I thought she would absolutely be great with Shakeology, because she would come home. She's a teacher. She actually just retired after a long time. But she would come home from work absolutely exhausted. And I'm like, you know what? Shakeology would really help you. So I bought it for her, and I said, listen, sorry, I need to take some water. You need to try this because I think it's really going to help you. So she did, and obviously she loves it. She's obsessed with it, and she hasn't gone a day without it in 2 years. And she actually does Shaun T's hip hop abs, and she loves it. She has a ball with it. So there's a workout program that fits everybody needs. So whether, you like yoga and Pilates, or you have bad knees, or you have an injury where you can't do the hardcore jumping like Insanity, we have PiYo for that. Or whether you really need help on your nutrition and portion control, we have the 21-day fix. Or maybe you're just really, not even ready to work on your fitness level, but you need help, just getting started, we have the 3-day refresh, or we have the 21-day ultimate reset, which is the cleanse that we have. We have something that's going to be able to help everybody. So Shakeology, this is my favoriteest thing ever. And I swear if I didn't have this, I probably would go starving, or I went places. So right now I'm actually talking to you from my aunt's bed and breakfast, because my house, it didn't get hit exactly with a tornado, but if you're from New Jersey, we had like a tornado literally like go in our backyard and like rip out all trees, and all these wires are down. So we're without electricity for about 5 days until Sunday. So hopefully Sunday I'll get it back. But anyways, I had to empty out my entire fridge, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to have to eat? I'm like, thank God I have Shakeology. I literally like bring it everywhere with me, especially when I'm working those late football nights. That is my meal. I rely on this. It has just completely changed how I feel. Like I always had IBS, even, when I was in elementary school. I can remember like sitting in class and my stomach like killing me. But when I started drinking Shakeology, I didn't know this was going to happen. And I was like, oh, like I actually feel better. And I asked my coach, Lisa, I'm like, why is this making me like why is it making my stomach better? She's like, oh, it has the pro and prebiotics. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So I didn't even know it was going to help me that much. But a lot of people think, there's a lot of shakes out there. It's just another one of those protein shakes. I can get that at GNC. Yeah, sure, you can definitely get a protein shake at GNC. Yes, you can. But Shakeology is more than a protein shake. You actually are not deficient in protein. There's a lot of sources of protein out there: chicken, eggs, tofu, whatever. What people are actually deficient in now is nutrients. If you think about it, all the food that the standard American diet consists of is processed. There is nothing to it. It's calories. There's your macronutrients. You have your carbs, your fats, and your proteins, but there's none of the enzymes or any antioxidants. There's no vitamins in there anymore. Everything is just being stripped away because things are so processed. So you're really getting your full daily nutrients. If you don't eat vegetables or fruit, that's how Shakeology actually came about. Is Carl Deichler, the CEO, his wife is like this big nutrient guru person. He did not eat a single vegetable. And she's like, how can you be, this health and fitness company and not, have that nutrition part? And he himself, he said he ate like a 5th grader. Like he would not touch a single vegetable. So that's how Shakeology was formulated. Because it literally like gives you, I don't know if you can see the picture, it gives you all this crazy stuff in the one serving. There's scientific research that was done that it shows it lowers your cholesterol, it lowers your blood pressure. If you have diabetes, it actually can reverse that because it's certified low glycemic index, so it will actually keep your sugar levels stable throughout the day. It will boost your energy like it did with my mom. It helps improve the digestion because it has those pre and probiotics, which are the good bacteria that actually helps to break down your food in your small and large intestines. It actually stops cravings. I drink this chocolate vegan, and I'm like a chocoholic. Like I need chocolate. So this really kind of gives me that satisfaction of, okay, I'm getting my treat in, but I'm also not like gorging myself with Kit Kats. I'm actually doing something good for my body, and that makes me feel good. So you can see like these are real people. When I saw those, before and after pictures, if you see them on the infomercial, you're like, those are totally fake, they're cropped and all that stuff. No, these are actually real people. I'm in the center. Jessica is one of our coaches. Danielle, this is my cousin. She actually wanted to lose 40 pounds before her 40th birthday, and this was last year. And she did it. She lost 40 pounds, I think, in 3 months with the 21-day fix, and it was so exciting for her. That was her in the green at my my bridal shower, and then that was her like July 4th weekend. So it's pretty cool. We also have Danielle Lobb, who is actually a Beachbody Challenge winner. So you can actually send in your results and earn money. And Danielle won $500. And I think it's safe to say she's actually going up for the infomercial, and she might actually be featured in the infomercial for T25. So that's really exciting that we have her on our team that is going for that. So who is a Beachbody coach? A lot of people think you need to be a health and fitness junkie, or you already need to be at your goal weight, or wherever you want to be. Like, you have to be there before you're a Beachbody coach. Completely wrong. Beachbody coach is just a normal person, somebody who wants to live a better life, whether that's health and fitness or financially, whether you just want something that is positive in your life, somebody that really wants to just make a difference in other people and just help them reach their own goals. Somebody who wants more in life and is willing to take those risks. When I was, at that time before I started with Insanity, I was living that status quo of, okay, I did my 4 years of college, I got my degree, I have a full-time job, like, I have the man I'm gonna marry, obviously I'll have kids, all that stuff. But then what? Like I said, I'll wait until I'm 65, hoping I'm gonna, get a pension at the end of it. I needed something that was gonna fulfill me a lot more, and that's kind of where Beachbody came into play. And obviously, like, I love Shakeology. I love the workout programs. I think I probably did every single one of them. So you can, I don't want people to think this is just about selling things, because it's not. It's really about just sharing your passion for it. I would never tell people to go to a restaurant that I absolutely hated. Like, say they had the worst steak ever. I wouldn't say, oh yeah, you should go to that restaurant, it has really good steak. No, I'm going to tell you of something that I thought was the best restaurant ever, right? You have to go to this restaurant. Their steak was absolutely amazing, and they had the best service ever. Like, you have to go there. And that's what I do at Beachbody. I say, listen, like, I haven't put on those 30 pounds back in 2.5 years. I'm in the best shape of my life. I just need another sip of water. My husband said to me the other day, when people get married, most of the times their wives gain weight, and you actually are like in the best shape of your life. How is that possible? And I'm like, hello, I know how it's possible. So it just really just changes your entire life and how you're really sharing that with people. And it really just shows. I think people, can tell now, like, I'm just way more happier. I'm way more outgoing. And it really is something that fulfills me. You don't have to be a fitness expert. You don't have to be a personal trainer. You don't have to be an athletic trainer. You don't have to be a nutritionist. You don't have to be a nurse. We do have nurses on our team. We do have athletic trainers. You don't have to be a salesperson. I think that was the biggest thing for me coming in, is I did not want to be that icky person to my friends and my family. I didn't want to be posting those icky things on Facebook that you see. I just wanted to be showing people that they can make a change if they want to. They can live a healthier, longer life if they choose to. And you do not have to be at your target weight and goal. And that was one thing that I missed, is I kind of skipped over my whole transformation. So people really didn't get to see that. So when I kind of had my after pictures, people said, oh, well, you were always skinny. And I'm like, no, I just didn't take pictures because I was so embarrassed of what people would think of me. That's why I didn't have any before pictures, because I was embarrassed. But I didn't get that chance to have people join me on my journey. And I think, when you join Beachbody, you do not have to be at that health goal or that healthy weight or whatever that you want for yourself, because you can say, hey, you're more relatable that way. Like, nobody wants a coach that's perfect, because nobody's perfect. I'm never going to be perfect. People want to be able to see something in you that they see in themselves. So whether, you're a mom and you're struggling to get that baby weight off, or maybe you're just stuck in that full-time job that is just sucking the life out of you, that's where Beachbody can kind of come in and swoop in and help you. So like I said before, we're teachers, we're nurses, we're moms, we're accountants. Our coaches are, you can be anybody, and honestly, be a coach and help people. You just have to have the heart and the belief in yourself that, yeah, I can totally do this. So let's kind of get into what different types of coaches that we have on our team. So the first type is a discount coach. These are the coaches that just want to get 25% off of all of our products. You get the accountability. You get, us as a coach to kind of help you with your program. You're part of the Team Arise network. So, sometimes we have questions that I can't answer. So, a lot of times I'll have people say, I'm a mom, I'm breastfeeding, is Shakeology safe? How does it work with my baby? I'm like, I'm not a mom. I don't have any kids, but we have Nicole Zaleski, and she's part of our team, and she's breastfeeding her baby girl right now. Like, she'll totally be able to help you. So that's why it's great to have such an awesome network of coaches that can really help everybody out. And you can still earn 25% commission on anybody that purchases. As an active coach, that's when you can start making that steady income of $100 per week. And then you can, 2 years down the road, you can be making $1,000 per week. You still enjoy 25% off of all the products. The biggest thing is that you're eligible for those what's called team volume cycles. You also get the 25% commission, but you also get the team bonus cycles, and those really add up over time. So in the next few slides, you'll actually see my paychecks and how that kind of all plays out, and I'll explain it a little bit more. You also run fitness challenge groups on Facebook, and as your upline or whoever is bringing you on into this call, they'll help you run your first challenge group. And this is how you kind of help people get that support and accountability, and you help people get through their program from day one and on. You're actively building a business. So you're actively bringing other people on to help them reach their financial goals, to help them reach what they want for their family. Maybe they want to stay home with their kids and not have to bring their kids to daycare. And that was a big thing for me too, is I don't want other people taking care of my kids. When I have kids, I want to be home with them. I want to be able to go on their field trips and bring them cupcakes if they're allowed to have cupcakes in school anymore. I don't know, but I want to be that mom that is kind of always there for my kids and not kind of just waving on the football field and say, hey, I'm working 6 days a week, please, I want to go home. And then, of course, you want to lead and inspire others. So you can either be a discount coach where you're just, getting the 25% off of all your products and earning commission just by sharing this with others. Or, maybe somebody will say, oh, you look great. What are you doing? And they're like, oh, I'm doing this 21-day fix thing. Or you can be actively doing the business, joining on our team calls. You are running team challenge groups with us. You are actively wanting to earn a steady income from this business. So how do you make money? As a new coach, I never tell people you're going to come into this business and make $1 million, because you're not in the first year. There are millionaires in our company. We have about 60 millionaires right now as Beachbody coaches, and in our upline. So my coach's coach, he's actually one of the Beachbody millionaires. But this business really does take time. It's not a quick, rich scheme. It is about just being consistent and doing daily disciplines each day. So you'll see, as a new coach, all of my commission came from that 25% commission. So my paycheck just came from, I think that probably was 2 Shakeologies or 2 challenge packs, a challenge pack, a Shakeology, and a workout combined. And that was my first month. My 2-year anniversary as a coach, you can see my retail commission was actually less, but my team bonus, that's where those team bonus cycles come from, was pretty much 95% of my paycheck. And that comes from building a team. So I thought when you started this business, you would have to sell 1 million P90Xs just to really make a good income. But it really is not about that. Like you can see here in my retail commission, that is probably just 1 Shakeology. Whereas when you grow a team of coaches that are sharing this and doing this with you, I mean, it's awesome what you can do when you have people doing this with you. You also start to earn matching bonuses when you get up to a certain rank. You earn 10% commission, or a 10% commission from your personally sponsored team bonus cycle. So my upline coach actually made $100 off of me from this paycheck because she got 10% of my team bonus cycle. But so you can see that my first month I made 64, and 2 years later I'm making $1,100. This is per week. So in this 1 week I made $1,100. And like I said, it's not a rich quick scheme. You are just building this business and being consistent with it. So the first month it was kind of an average of 100, then going to my 8-month, 200, 1 year is making 350, and then my second year, 1,200. So you can see that kind of like in the beginning it was slow, but then once you get to that 2-year mark period, it really starts kicking in. Last week was my actually biggest paycheck ever without bonuses. When you get to a certain rank, Beachbody actually will give you a quarterly bonus for having a team that has nothing to do with sales, just for having a team, and that bonus is $1,000. But aside from the bonus, last week I made $1,800 in 1 week, and that's just from doing this consistently. So a lot of people think, ew, is this a pyramid scheme? No. Pyramid schemes make money off of just signing up people and not on the product. So like I said before, we had the products first, and then they had the multi-level marketing business. So then they had the coaching network, whereas like those pyramid schemes, they have that multi-level marketing pyramid first, and then they think, what product can we fit into that? And they're just selling, and some of them are just selling things without actual products. But if I don't help my coaches succeed, then I'm not earning anything. I'm not getting that 990 team cycle bonus. I'm not doing anything. So if I'm not helping people, then this is not for me. And it wouldn't be a pyramid scheme. So other examples of well-known multi-level marketing companies are Mary Kay and Avon and Stella and Dot, Rodanthe and Field. So people do really make a great living off of this, off of these types of businesses. How Beachbody is different, I think, no offense, I don't like to poo-poo on any other companies because I'm not like that. But we're not selling candles. We aren't selling makeup. I love makeup. I'm obsessed with Sephora. If you know me, I pretty much have everything possible makeup-wise. But we're changing lives. We're helping people live longer. We're changing how people live. We're getting people off of medications. Like, we're really making a huge difference in somebody's life. I'm not making the room smell pretty with coconut candles. I'm literally giving them the nutrients so they can have fun with their family, so they can go outside and run with their kids, so they can wake up and have energy, so they don't have to come home and literally crash when they're coming home from work. You're selling your story. So if I didn't see results, I don't think I wouldn't be successful, because people want to see that it works and that you can really change your life with this. And I definitely have. I'm not just selling products to make money. I'm helping people see that these products can really work. So how we help people is using challenge groups on Facebook. I don't know if you've ever heard of one, but what we do is we get people in a private group on Facebook. They can either be doing the 21-day fix or T25, but it's a place where we take people through the program on day one and walk them through with other people. So they have that support and accountability. They have a coach telling them what to do. We give them recipes. So it's a place where people can kind of feel comfortable, open up, and really dig deep of, okay, why do I really want to get healthy? Maybe you had a bad day, and they post in the group, and And now they have 10 other people commenting saying, you can do it, just press play. Or, don't worry about that cookie you had. It's not a big deal. Just keep looking forward at your goals and keep going strong. When you have that, you really get this like huge just feeling of that you belong to something bigger than just yourself. Like you start to have this huge community where you feel like, wow, like this is really cool. And I think that's how a lot of coaches kind of come into this business is they'll get like the 21-day fix and they'll be put into a challenge group and they just kind of like fall in love with just like the positiveness of everything. And they're like, I want to do this. Like, I want to be a part of this like all the time because you just feel so good about it. So this is how, this, kept me on track. Like I said, I haven't gained those 30 pounds back because it's not something that is short term for me anymore. It's something that this is how I want to live my life because I'm so much happier this way. So what you get as a Team Arise coach, you get our private groups that you belong to. We have our private team page. We literally walk you step by step. So if you decide to join our team, you get a welcome email that goes through, do this, this, and this. Then we set up a getting started right phone call where you will talk with me or one of the leaders on our team. And we will talk the basics with you on how to get started, how to work your Coach Online office. We also have trainings on Facebook for all new coaches. We have training as you get up in rank for when you want to reach diamond and above. You really get that partnership. You get somebody, you have me, and then you have the other coaches that have been doing Beachbody for a while where, you're not doing this alone. You have somebody that has done this before you. So you're not reinventing the wheel. You're just doing what has already been done that has been successful. So you don't have to think of new things to do. You just have to take what I hand to you. It's already been done. Like I said, there are 50 millionaires in this company. My upline makes $500,000. I'm making $1,800 per week. And I don't throw out those numbers to say, look at me, I'm making money, blah, blah, blah. I'm not about that. I'm just showing you that it is possible for you to reach your dreams, whether you want to leave your full-time job or whether you want to go on vacations with your family. It is totally possible. And you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to come up with something new. You just have to have belief in yourself that you can do this. And just follow the process. And we have weekly team calls. I do this monthly webinar for our coaches. So if you know somebody that would be awesome at this business, I say, hey, join in on the webinar, have them listen in. That way I teach them what to do. And then when they're ready, they can do their own webinars. But it's really nice how it's like you listen and learn. Then I watch, you learn, listen and do it. And then you can go off on your own when you're ready. So Beachbody does a lot of amazing trips. I actually won the free trip this year to Cancun, but I could not make it because I had to work a wrestling tournament. But for 2016, I won that trip too, and that's on a cruise to Jamaica, and I will be there. And I would love for anybody else that would like to join me, earn that for free. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're also going to Nashville in 3 weeks, and that is Beachbody Summit. That is our yearly event. Last year I was actually in Las Vegas, so I've been to 2 in Las Vegas, and I'll be to 1 this year. The first year it actually started off with me and my mom. I brought my mom to Las Vegas with me. How crazy. But it was a lot of fun. We worked out with Shaun T. We went to parties. It was a blast. The second year I brought coaches in my downline, and this year we even have more coaches coming up with us to Nashville. So it's really cool how our team has really started growing. We have Super Saturday events, which are our quarterly events. So there's always something that, you're getting a live connection with coaches, because it's not even just about the team, it's about the network. You'll see that Beachbody coaches all over are just so positive, so uplifting. They want to help you, regardless of what team you are on. They don't want to stab you, in the corporate world, people like stab you in the back, or you're always trying to get one up on somebody so you can kind of get that position or whatnot. It's just, like a dog eat dog world. Whereas Beachbody, it's everybody's helping each other out because there are so many people out there that need help with their health and their fitness. I mean, obesity is obviously the highest it's ever been. And we just need more of us to really hit this epidemic hard and nip it in the butt before it kind of nips us. So getting to these live events, you meet all of those people besides just the people on your team. And it just really makes you feel like you're a part of something that is going to be big. I mean, I'm sure you already know P90, P90X is kind of like a household name. People know about it already, but Beachbody, we didn't even break out into Europe yet. So think of when McDonald's was just one McDonald's. I think it was in California, and now it's like all over. Just think about what's going to happen when Beachbody does that in Europe. We just broke out into Canada. I'm sure we'll be breaking out into Europe within the next 5 years. So think if you had stock in McDonald's when it was just that one, and you had stock in Beachbody now. So a little thing to think about. So my experience as a Team Arise coach, obviously, my life has been changed. I'm just way more positive. I feel like I have a purpose in life. I've reconnected with old friends. I've made a ton of new friends. And it's like we all have the same connection. It's not that we're the same person, but we all have some sort of, that same like fire in us that we want something better for ourselves. And it's so nice when you're surrounded by people that are positive. When you have those negative Nancys, it just makes you feel like poo. Like you don't want to be around people like that. You want to be around people that are making you happy. They're making you smile. Even if you have a bad day, like our team, I think, is more of a family. Like we talk about, what's going on in our lives. And if something's wrong, like your electricity goes out, you're able to go to a coach's house. I went to Jessica's house and I brought my dog because my carbon monoxide thing was going off. It was crazy the past couple days, but I didn't know Jessica 2 years ago. It's just, you really make such strong connections with people. So it's much more than just making, money. It's really just about changing your life and just making a really big impact in other people's lives. And of course, the income did help me pay for my wedding. I have no debt from that, completely paid that off. I'm able to pay my condo mortgage with what I earn with Beachbody plus more. When me and Dave got married, our second trip together was our honeymoon. Our first trip was spring break during college. Like we drove to Florida, one of those kind of trips. But this year we're going to Jamaica. I'm going to Nashville, then we're going to Aruba, and then we'll be back to Jamaica for the Beachbody cruise that we earn for free. So we're able to do so much more, and those are the things that I wanted our marriage to be. I didn't want to be, not seeing him or not being able to go on trips because we're working so much or we can't afford it. And I really want to be there for my kids, like I said, when I have them. I want to be that mom that, is at the bus stop, that can pick them up and drop them off and do all that mommy stuff with them. So my dream job looks like I have the freedom to do whatever I want. I can go wherever I want. I don't have to ask for a day off. When you get that feeling like, oh my God, I have to ask my boss for a day off. I'm sweating. I don't want that. I want to be able to have control of my life. I want to kind of take it by the reins and go with it. I want to be my own boss. If I'm sick, I don't have to work. I can travel whenever I want, go wherever I want. It obviously keeps me healthy and fit. And then, of course, I'll never miss a moment in my future kids' lives. They'll always kind of know that I was there for them when they were young, when they were growing up, and I won't miss those memories with them. So what's the next step? If you want to sign up as a coach, the best way is to sign up with a challenge pack. So that is a workout plus Shakeology. The sign-up fee of $40 is automatically waived, and then you have a $15.95 membership fee per month, and that is for your 3 websites that you get, and you get a Coach Online Office for all your customers. A ton of training is in there, and then, like I said, you still get that 25% discount off of anything that you purchase. And then you also get Beachbody On Demand, which is our new live streaming. So you can do the workouts from a computer or phone or an iPad, anywhere that you can kind of get that Wi-Fi service. You can also sign up without a challenge pack for $40. You don't get anything. So that's why I don't want people to just do this to just sign up and kind of hope for the best. Like, you should get results from a challenge pack, like, because it works. But you can do that for $39.95 and get the there's still that membership fee of $15.95 per month. If you are in the military or active or inactive, all your fees are completely waived, so you can actually have your business for free. But what I tell people is, if you wanted to open up a Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or own your own B&B, there is a ton of money. It's not just $15.95 per month. There is insurance, there is loans, there is rent, there are people you have to hire. There are just a million bazillion things you don't even know what goes into earning, paying for a business. So I feel like I literally drink my business for lunch, which I do. I drink my Shakeology for lunch every single day, and that's my business. And I think that's pretty awesome. So it's very, very low to get into this company. You don't have some high, crazy fees that you have to pay for a franchise. So like I said before, that $15.95 pays for your websites. It pays for your Coach Online office. Beachbody does a crazy amount of promotion for us. If you haven't noticed the infomercials, they do that for us. So when we want to help people, they kind of already know, like, okay, like the 21-day fix, yeah, that has those little containers with the portion control, because I just kind of overeat everything. You don't have to have product filling up at your house. You don't have to have boxes of Shakeology. It just ships out right from the website, right to the other person's door. So think about it. What can becoming a coach do for you? Where do you see yourself in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years? Where do you see your kids? Where do you see them going to college? Where do you want to live? Where do you want to go on vacations? What people can you help? Who can really need this in their life, whether it's financially or physically or with their health? I think a lot of people. And then what are your goals and dreams? What are those big, scary goals, like leaving your job, that you really know you need, because you're not living that life that you wanted to. You're just you're stuck in that place of, ugh, do I have to do this for my entire life? You can get out, I promise. So thanks for listening. This was a photo that we actually took from our photo shoot 2 days ago. You only have one life to do everything that you'll ever have to do. One life to do everything that you wanted to. So don't be scared of taking those scary jumps. Do something that you love. Do something that you have passion about. If you can't tell, I have passion about this. It has brought me so much joy and so many awesome friends and so many great opportunities. I absolutely love it. And it would be great if you all would join our team. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me or contact any of the coaches that sent you to this webinar. We'd love to answer them for you. So thanks so much for joining, and hopefully I'll talk to you soon.